Welcome to the final video for lesson 515, and this one's going to start out with a question, and I've got 4 problems. We'll actually see how many fit, but again, this is your practice. So write the problems down, pause the video, and do the problems, and then restart the videos, check and see how you did. Alright, 5th graders, your problems for your last video are: Speedy, the fastest elephant, can run 25 and 1/10 miles per hour. Squirt can only run 10 and 3/5 miles per hour. How many fewer miles can Squirt run in an hour than Speedy? So we're comparing Speedy, the elephant, and Squirt, the elephant. Then we have 4 problems: 3 and 1/2 plus 6 and 5/7, 8 and 1/2 less 2 and 4/5, 2 and 1/6 plus 1 and 1/9, and finally 7 and 5/6 less 3 and 1/4. So pause the video, take some time, work through the problems. When you are done, turn on the video and check and see how you did. And be honest, because this is how Mr. Winkleman, when you show him your workbook, this is how he knows how things are going. He knows whether the videos need more examples or what not, okay? So please be honest with Mr. Winkleman when he asks how things are going. Other than that, good luck. Alright, 5th graders, let's see how we did when we were working through these problems. First one, we're looking with Speedy and Squirt, and we're looking for the difference between the two. So what we're going to do is we are going to subtract. So I'm going to take Speedy and his 25 and 1/10 mile an hour, and we're going to subtract Squirt, his 10 and 3/5 miles an hour, to see what we get. Now the first thing again we need to do is we need to make sure we have the same language, and right now we don't. But 5 is a multiple of 10, or 5 is a factor of 10, so we know that our language, excuse me, I got ahead of myself here, is going to be 10. So we can move our 1/10 over, and this is going to be 10. Okay, and then when we look, what did we do to 5 to get to 10? I multiplied it by 2. Whatever I do to the bottom, I'm going to do to the top. 3 times 2 is 6. So now, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 1/10 less 6/10. We cannot currently do that because our bottom number is greater, so we're going to have to go to our neighbor. 25 is going to become 24, and I'm going to borrow 1 whole, which is going to be 10 tens. 10 tenths, which when we add 1 and 10 together, I'm going to get 11 tenths. And 11 less 6 I can do. 11 less 6, and I can just slide that over here. 6 tenths. 11 less 6 is going to give me 5, and my language is tenths. And I'm going to 24 less 10 is going to be 14. Now, 14 and 5/10 is technically the correct answer, but what we want to do is we want to simplify 5/10, and 5 is going to go into each of them, so we're going to divide the top by 5 and the bottom by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 10 divided by 5 is 2, so our answer is 14 and 1/2. So that's 14 and 1/2 miles fewer, but I ran out of space there. All right, let's look at these. Let's look at these problems here. We have 3 1/2 plus 6 and 5/7. We know that these are not the same denominator. We'll have to figure out where they meet, and the easiest way to do it is just multiply them together. So it's going to be over 14 over 14. What did I do to 2 to get to 14? I multiplied it by 7, so I'm going to do 1 times 7. What to do to 7 to get to 14? Multiplied by 2, so I'm going to multiply 5 by 2, and I'm going to get 10. And now I can add them up. I'm going to get 7 plus 10 is 17, and my language is 14. And 3 plus 6 is 9. So now I have 9 and 11 and 17 14ths. And I can't leave this as is because I can't have a mixed number improper fraction. So I got to see how many groups of 14 can I take out of 17. Well, I can take out at least one because 17 less 14 is going to be 3. So, or 17 divided by 14 is 1, remainder 3. So I'm going to put my remainder on top, and my language is going to be the same. And then I'm going to carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, now let's look at our next problem. 8.5 less 2 4/5. And the common language we're going to have is actually going to be 10. So it's 2. This is 10, and this is going to be 10. And I multiplied by 2, so this will multiply by 2, multiply by 5. So this will be 5. 5 less 8. I can't do it right now, so I go 7. 8 is going to become 7. And then I add 10 over 10 here, and I'm going to get 15 tenths less 8 tenths. And when I 15 tenths less 8 tenths is going to give me 7 tenths. And then 7 less 2 is 5. So hopefully we're 3 for 3 right now. Next we have 2 1/6 plus 1 1/9. Where do 6 and 9 meet? Well, hopefully you knew that was 18. 18. You multiply 9 by 2, so you multiply 1 times 2. You multiply 6 times 3, so you multiply 1 times 3. Now we have 3/18 plus 2/18, and you're going to get 5/18. And then we add 1 and 2, we're going to get 3. All right, our final problem, 7 5/6 plus 3 1/4. We're going to figure out where those two meet. And when we figure out where those two meet, we're going to find out that it's 12. Oops, sorry, my iPad is rolling on me here. Let's just, there, that should be good. So it's 12, and it's 12. And how did I get from 4 to 12? I multiplied by 3. So I'm going to multiply 1 times 3. And from 6 to 12, I multiplied by 2. So I'm going to multiply 5 times 2. And I'm going to get 10. And let's just draw a line. So now I can do 10 twelfths less 3 twelfths. And if I do that correctly, I should come up with 7 twelfths. And then I have 7 less 3 is going to be 4. So my response is 4 7 twelfths. Now hopefully 5th graders, all of this made sense. If you didn't, figure out where you made your mistake and where the confusion is. Talk to Mr. Winkleman so he can help clarify things. Otherwise, that's all I got for you. Hopefully things went well and you're doing well with this. If not, please seek help if you need help, okay? Because that's what we're here for. I'm here for, is to help clarify things. All right, good luck.